So in this video, I want to do another example where I'm finding the x and y intercepts. Okay, and again, I want you to remember the essential idea here is that when you're looking at your x-intercept, that means that y equals 0. And when you're looking at your y-intercept, that means that x equals 0. So in this case, I'm going to be dealing with a slightly different equation for a line. I've got y equals negative 2/5 x plus 4. And I'm going to start with my x-intercept here. So because I'm dealing with my x-intercept, what I want to do is I want to set y equal to 0 in my equation, and then I want to solve for x. So I'm going to start off with 0 equals negative 2/5 x plus 4. And in this case, we're going to have a little bit more work that we need to do in order to solve this. So the first step that I want to take here is I need to get my x term by itself, which means I need to get rid of this positive 4. And since I have plus 4 there, I need to subtract 4 from both sides. Okay, so that's going to give me negative 4 equals negative 2/5 x. Now from this point, there's a lot of different ways that we could take this. And I want to do this in the simplest way possible, which may mean that I take a couple more steps than are strictly necessary, but I want this to make sense, and I want it to be consistent, and I want it to be something that you can repeat easily at home. So the first step that I'm going to take here is, I see my fraction here, and I want to get rid of it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to multiply both sides of my equation, which is to say every term in my equation, by 5. All right. Now, when I carry this out, I'm going to simplify this side first, and these two 5's here are going to cancel each other out. And then I'm going to multiply this out, and that's going to give me negative 20 equals negative 2x. Now I'm running out of room over here, and I want to make this very, very clear. This is kind of important. A lot of people will try to cram in their last little bits of work into whatever remaining space they have in the paper. I'm going to take this up to the top of the board. You need to give yourself room to work. Okay, if you try to cram your work, you're going to put a lot of pressure on yourself and you're going to make mistakes. So I'm going to rewrite this. I don't want to make mistakes because I do that enough. And I'm looking at this, and I need to get rid of my negative 2 here. So I want to divide both sides by negative 2. Now it is very, very important that you include that negative sign there, okay? Because if you don't include that negative sign here, that negative sign is not going to get canceled out. So at this point, my negative 2 here, my negative 2 here are going to cancel each other out. Now my negative signs here are going to cancel each other out, and then I've got 20 divided by 2, which is going to give me 10. And I get 10 equals x. And that means that my x coordinate is not 10, but it's the coordinate point 10, 0. Okay, and that is your answer. Now, to find our y-intercept, it's actually going to be a little bit easier than the x-intercept. So remember, y-intercept means that x equals 0, always the opposite variable. So I'm going to start off by plugging in 0 for x. So that should give me y equals negative 2/5 times 0 plus 4. Now in this case, when we simplify, this is going to be 0, and this is going to go away. And that's going to give me y equals 4. And that's it. Done. All right? Sometimes it is as easy as that. So our answer here would be 0, 4, because our x value is equal to 0, and our y value is equal to 4. And that's it for x and y intercepts.